Hey guys, Dawn, Ohio, Sunny Gardner, how are you today? I am doing fantastic. I am down in my basement and growing a few seeds and just wanted to pop on and share a couple of things with you. I am starting my cabbage and my cauliflower and my broccoli today. And then I think following that, I'm going to try to get my coffee seeds growing that I shared with you in my seed video, my surprise seed. Very excited to start that one. And I also have some loofah seeds that I'm going to try to start. Got that from my Aunt Judy. Shout out, hi Aunt Judy. And I definitely want to start those. It's so weird. I've looked them up, and what they kind of look like is I don't know, like a weird cucumber from the start. So it'll be exciting to start those from seed and then to harvest and then turn them into loofahs. So pretty excited about that. And I also wanted to show you the seeds that I had started for my onion starts. And those actually came up probably 5 days. They have a 10 to 15, I think, germination day on, or yes, germination day 10 to 15. I actually got some sprouted on day 5. Pretty excited. And then I have a little bit of an experiment going, and I do have a few tomato plants that I also started. I don't know if it was a mix-up on the packages. Sometimes there are misprints, but I have a few tomatoes I did last year that I started with the regular tomatoes and they were fine, but this year I've got the same tomato but a newer package that says I can start this type of tomato 8 to 12 weeks out. So dying to see what that happens, and if I don't, I've got plenty more tomato plants that I have planned to start. So just a little experiment, so make sure to follow along with me there. But let me go ahead and show you my onion starts. They're actually the cutest little things. They look like tiny little onions. Some of them, if you can see, yep, they still have the black seeds. Most of the time those will fall off, but if they don't, just take a wet paper towel. If you don't want to damage the onion, which the onions we usually cut the tops off anyway, so it would be no harm. You could give him a little haircut and he would just be fine. But as for like tomato plants, a good tip for that, sometimes you'll lose a tomato plant if it doesn't sprout and it gets stuck. Very similar to, if I can zone it, there it is, to the left there, on my Rio tomato. If you don't get those off, you can actually lose your plant. So like I said, just take a damp paper towel, get it damp, and then wait a few minutes. It'll be softened, and then you can just take it right off. So, and over here, as you can see, I have my fan going, and for those of you who don't know, putting a fan up with your little seedlings will increase the strength of their stems and their structure. So that way, once you acclimate them and get them hardened off in the sun, this acts as the natural breeze or the air from the outside, and it helps your plants once you get them out in the garden. So I feel like this is a good time to go over the size of containers with you. I have got a single bigger pot. Then I also have a 4-cell, which is a little smaller than that, but still pretty good size. And as you go the multiple cells, the smaller your cells get. So I have a 6. And I was going to start my cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower in the 4-cell to give them a little bit more room, so that way I don't have to transplant them once it comes time for planting. But I think I'm a tad late for my the broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. So I think I'm going to start them in the 6-cell, so that way I don't have to waste like my 4 cells. So when I am doing my tomatoes and things like that that need a little bit more room, or my pumpkin plants that I don't want to plant right away, I'll use these for bigger room in them. So I don't think that my broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower are going to be in here too long, because you can plant them out in March. So I'm going to use my 6 cells today. My coffee that I start today, I'm going to start in some flower pots about this size. They have a 2 to 6 month germination period, so they'll do just fine in here. I'll leave them in there probably 6 months or so, and then have to gradually upscale their containers too as they get bigger. But I can't wait to do these either. My loofahs, I will do more research before I plant those, but I think I'm going to do something similar to this and then get them outside in the garden. Our cabbage and broccoli are pretty simple and pretty standard to grow. There's nothing really special except for your soil. I know in my onion video, I sifted it and got it really light and fluffy because of the onions. When I planted those in tiny cells, and I did about 10 of them in there, and when I go to plant them in the garden, I want to make sure that the soil is easily broke up, so the plants, the roots will just kind of fall apart from each other and I'm not breaking them. So in planting, I'll just put that right up there so I'm not wasting any, but it's really, really, really simple for the broccoli and the other two to be planted in the 6 cells, and I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. But I thought I would jump on and see how you guys are doing, and as always, please like and subscribe. Happy gardening. Bye-bye.